Alright, what's up YouTube? I Ride 705 here. I'm going to do a little review on the kicker system. A lot of people have been installing these on Seadoos. I've had mine in for a few years. As soon as I bought the Seadoo anyways, basically I put it in. I'm going to give you a little cut down on what this is. It's a little system that looks like this here. I think it's called like something like a XB50 or some shit like that. Now, there was an older one that you actually had to grab an auxiliary jack and plug it into your iPhone. That is not the one you want. You want one that's actually Bluetooth because you don't want to run any wires outside of it. So that way you could put your cell phone in this pouch in a little Ziploc bag, or I put it in this case here when I use it quite often. I actually installed my controller here. It's good, but except when you have your handlebars straight, you can't see it that well. That's one thing I didn't like about it. I wish I would have actually installed it this way here on this thing. And I actually saw somebody do it on their handlebars. I think they said they had to carve a little bit. Now, I don't know what they carved, if they actually carved out of the structure. But if you could put it here, that would be awesome. I seen another guy, he has an install video on YouTube. And did a great job installing inside, but then he has this thing loosely just sitting in this compartment, which is fucking retarded. I have a little switch here lined up, and that's how I turn on the radio. Because it's always powered. So basically I flick the switch on, turns it on. And then it automatically finds the phone. There's a couple speakers here. I think they're maybe 5.5-inch speakers. They're from the kicker system. One thing that you have to do when you buy that kicker system is change all these screws to stainless steel because they're not stainless steel. I don't know if you guys can see the little rust that's there. The bolts that were in there, they rusted the first week. I had to pull them out and put stainless steel, and we're in fresh water, so you're definitely going to have the same problem is what I'm getting at. So you need to change those to stainless steel. You should do that right away. Toss those out of the kit. The speakers have held up good. I've rolled this thing, swamped it. I swamp it on purpose. I mean, it's been good. The kicker system sounds like it's waterproof or water resistant. It even has, I believe, a little plastic cap to go over some of the ports on it and all that kind of stuff. That thing is not waterproof whatsoever. Even if you dump it real quick underwater, it's fucked. It happened to me. I rolled it over. I had it installed in this compartment where the fire extinguisher goes. There was a little spot in there. It fit perfectly. Wired it all up. Rolled the Seadoo, and fucking killed it dead. I took it apart. There's no seals in it. There's nothing. Water just poured right out of it. I let it dry on my dash. Came back to life. It worked for a while, and it died. So I had to buy a whole new kicker system. And this time here, I mounted it in the hull where it doesn't get wet. And basically in the hull, everywhere it doesn't get wet. The way it's kind of lined up with the air tubes, there's like big tubes like this that go into these exoskeletons for the air that goes into the engine. And when you flip it upside down, the water basically have to go uphill and then down again, which it can't. So it's pretty waterproof. So yeah, that's the way to do it. I really like the location of the other guy put it. He put it underneath here somewhere. It looked like it was a nice spot. I had a hard time. I had to fudge with it a little bit to get it because I'm right next to my gas tank and it was hitting some of the gas tank hoses. So his spot looked a lot easier to install, and I wish I would have done it that way. I just at the time I didn't see that spot. So yeah. So I guess I'll turn this thing on. You can hear it. It's been good. Now that it's been running right, and I replaced the actual kicker system and made sure that it's under my hull, it would be good. So let's do that. I already had it started, so I just basically pause it right now so we can hear it. And here we go. Make a liar to me. Oh, there it goes. I pushed the button, nothing happened. So I don't know how well you guys can hear this. I'll turn the audio on the outside too. That way there you can hear it over the engine, and I'll just turn the audio off on the outside port after. Let's see if I can find that little switchy thing here. There we go. So now we have the exterior audio and the interior audio. You can see them actually bumping like they really... So I turned off my exterior mic, so I should be all echoey now when I talk. Yeah, despite all the wind noise, I could hear it pretty good. I don't know how well you could hear it on the mic now, but probably not very well because you can't even hear my exhaust on my bike when I'm riding it. So let's go check out Croker Island. This is Croker right here. Those are the Benjamin Islands. You can really tell the difference in landscape, like all the smooth rock everywhere. And here just trees and shit. It's weird. It's just the Benjis are just their own little unique set of islands that have that round quartz. But there is a nice beautiful beach on Croker here. I don't know if anybody will be there because the winds were west. The winds actually don't look west right now. Oh, that's kind of strange. The winds are coming in from the north. It's supposed to be northwest today. I sound like a weatherman, but when you have a boat, you definitely check your weather report every day because you don't want to wake up at 3-foot waves on anchor. You want to make sure you're sheltered for the night. And it's supposed to get windy today, so we checked the weather because we got a 20-mile trip back, and these waters don't look too bad, but when it blows in across from the west, which is that far point over there in this way, they can get pretty monstrous. You can find yourself in 7-8 foot waves. It's not pretty. So you pick your days. Like, nobody wants to ride in that for no good reason. If you get stuck in it, so be it. The boats could do it, no problem, but it's just you get beat up the whole fucking way. And the boat and your dishes and everything flies around inside. Like, it's not good. You're not gonna die, but you're gonna make a mess. Another guy tied up over there. I think that's a camp actually right there too. See if we can find that beach. I think it's just on the other side of that point there. Man, these things are awesome. Like, they're just fucking awesome. They're great on gas. I love this thing. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody that bought a Seadoo Spark and was like, oh, I wish I would have bought something different. They're amazing. And now if this was my only boat and I planned on going on long hauls, like miles and miles away, I definitely wouldn't have bought a Spark. I'm going to turn this down because I'm yelling over the radio here. There you go. Yelling over this thing. Yeah, if I was planning on taking long-ass trips, like if I wanted to go down to Barrie or whatever, like 4 or 5 hour trips on the water, this wouldn't be the Seadoo I'd buy for sure. I'd buy one that's fuck 1,000 pounds, 12 feet long, with 200 horsepower, that does 80 miles an hour, and not run so much for the speed, but just for the fact that it's heavy and it can handle water a bit better. Obviously, this thing, it's short, so it's not going to handle a 2-foot wave as well as something that's 12 feet long. But then you're pretty much buying a boat. You're not buying a Seadoo. And I just use it as a toy to get around and just have fun. So definitely, if you're just bombing around on a lake, want to have some fun, Seadoo Spark all the way. Half the price and just an awesome machine.